Hi everyone. This is part of my implementation or partial implementation for my uni course, and so today I'll be showing you something I made with Unity, my partial implementation. Really simply, I've made a sort of quick mock-up of how the first level would really simply look. Because it is the first level, it'd almost be like a demo for the players. So effectively what we have here is a box, a crate, and so you could hit this, what you do is you would walk up to this box, you'd press E to interact with this box, and it would give you materials. These materials would then be used to rebuild part of the circuit board. So for example, as you can see here, there is a thing in the wall and on the floor, and so what you would do is you would sort of get onto this area there, and you would press E to interact, and you would start building until eventually. And so what would happen was that you would keep pressing the E button, so you press it and then you keep spamming it, and so this is to sort of build the actual thing until it's done. However, you can't move in this period because obviously you're building or doing something. And so also, basically, among levels you'll find these sort of crates, or like electric boxes as I call them, as you lead around. So these gives you materials, but like there are a limited number of materials, and if you keep pressing E, for example, which is what you do to build, and you don't press it enough times within a certain time limit, then you actually fail the build, and then you have to re-find the resources or materials and try it again. And so eventually, like, you go through your course, and maybe there'll be something that, maybe like a hole in the level that I haven't quite put in, but we'll use this bit here as a sort of example. And so usually if you just walk up to it and jump, you won't be able to cross it, and so you would fall through the level. But if you have like a sort of running jump, then you'll cross it fine. And so that's sort of what I wanted to show. And so in the second scene that I've made, which is basically the same thing but just a little bit more complex, we have the same sort of thing here with the, you get the materials on the wall and you build, but this time there's sort of different pathways leading out, and you can sort of see the crate over there on the right side. However, what I wanted to show by doing this is that sort of I could have leading pathways leading to different directions, and this maybe would go to the left, to the right, or maybe straight down as well. Just to show that, like, that's how the levels would sort of look. And as you can see on the wall, it's not quite what I'd hoped, what I was looking for, but you can sort of imagine instead of the metal thing I might have, it'd be more like green and yellow, like a circuit board is, like a motherboard. But yeah, so you run over here and get the materials, come back, and then put them there, or whatever the case may be. But what I also wanted to show that I didn't really get time to make because of my lack of planning in my schedule. However, what I did want to show is a sort of like a use of transistors, which are sort of like gates for a circuit board. So maybe it could be something along the lines of I'd have to go over to that crate over there, get the material from over there, come all the way back here, jump over this, for example, sort of build, and then otherwise be allowed to progress because I couldn't otherwise, because obviously you have to build the thing. Or also, in terms of transistors, I could go to the crate, collect materials, come back, and it'd be a sort of thing where I cannot pass this section, obviously, otherwise I'll fall off and die, unless I, let's say for example, press E here, interact with that, and then all of a sudden be able to progress because the gate has opened as such, the transistor is now working again. And then once I'm done with this, let's say for example the transistor wasn't there and I wasn't able to continue that way. Basically, my way of signifying the game has ended would be a sort of green, so this, instead of being white, this would be green, and it would have like a massive yellow dot, because as the other walls would look, hopefully they'd be green and have like yellow lines around them, sorry, that sort of make them look like they're in a circuit board. This is also in my GDD and my pitch. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you've got a clear understanding of my game from this. Just another brief thing quickly as well. Just the video that's playing in the background currently, this is from No Copyright Sound, and I feel as though if I wanted to, I could include this in the game as well, because it's no copyright. It's called SOAR Electronic, and it's also sort of electronic-y and upbeat, sort of the type of thing I'm looking for in my game. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed.